Okay, so we are going to start our pre-writing. Pre-writing slash brainstorming is a way, the goal is to generate your ideas and reflect on key events that have happened in your life. And what we're going to do is fill out this, we're going to complete the sentence starters at the top here. So the first one is, I was really excited when, I was inspired when, I was helpful when, I was exhausted when. So these are just different things that may have happened to you in your life. You're just going to write a one sentence of a time when one of those things happened to you. The goal here is to find something that we can write the most about one moment in time or one thing that has happened to you or you've learned a lesson. And then we're going to fill in down here, type a lesson you have learned from. It could have been from a friend. It could have been a lesson that you learned from a goal that you achieved. It could have been something that happened when you were little, or it could have been a super challenging moment where you learned something from it. Our next slide that we are going to work on is slide 6. So let me switch to slide 6 here. For slide 6, you are going to make it bigger for you. For slide 6, it says at the top, this is where we're going to continue pre-writing, and it says pre-writing / graphing. So now we're going to just generate some more ideas so that we have quite a few to pick from. So you're going to create a graph about your life. On it, you will put some of the high points and some of the low points of your life. But remember, you should not put anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. So anything that makes you feel like weird, don't choose a different memory. Okay, review the events below and to spark memories of important events in your life. These are just ideas. You can add a different one if you want. It can be any event on your graph that you like. So these are just some examples. It says, a time you moved, time you made friends, a moment with your grandparent. Maybe you remember a time when your sibling was born, a time you got hurt, maybe a broken arm, a foot. There's a whole bunch of them to choose from. It does not have to be one of those. It can be a different one. These are just ideas if you're having trouble coming up with one. Next thing you're going to do is down here. This is where you're going to write your events. So let's say you broke your arm. So I would go ahead and click, it says add text here. I am going to say I broke my arm. And then I would go ahead and put my age. I really did break my arm. I was 4. And then I'm going to continue to fill that in with a bunch of different events. I do also remember when my little brother was born. I went to the hospital to hold him. Okay. And I was 6 when my brother was born. So there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in a bunch of different items in there, events that have happened to me, just different things. We're just generating ideas of different things that we could use to write a story about. And then if you're not sure of the exact age, you can guess. And then what you're going to do when you're done is you're going to rank them. So the directions for the ranking is on the bottom. I'll scroll down. It says 2. Now, next to each event, rank that event. So 10 will be the best things that have happened to you, and 1 will represent the worst events. So obviously, I would rank my brother being born higher than I would my broken arm, because that was not enjoyable. That hurt. All right, place the events on the graph, charting where each fits in the year it happened and its ranking. So the following slide is the chart. So the graph. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these events and you're going to put them on slide 7 in a chart. Okay, I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller so you can see it all the way in one page. So I just said I broke my arm at age 4. So what I would do is when you take this little thing and start to move it, actually, I think you need to make a copy of it. So what I'll do is I'm going to hit Control C and then Control V, and I make a copy of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it in age 4. So when I was 4, I broke my arm. Now, depending on the rank, so I said I was going to make this a lower rank. So let's just say I ranked it 2. I made it a lower rank because it was something that was painful for me and it wasn't very enjoyable. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on this green bar. Then I'm going to hit Control. Actually, I already hit Control C, so I can just hit Control V again. And then I'm going to come over and click and drag because I said at age 6, my little brother was born. So I'm going to go ahead and rank that one. Let's say I ranked that one a 7. Because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7 is one up. 7. So that is how you will do that. It says place your events on the graph by creating a bar graph, coordinating the year with the ranking you assign the events. So my age 6, I ranked at 7, and my age 4 event, I ranked a 4. This is just helping us gathering ideas, ranking the events, just to help us to get a visual on which event we think we're going to choose. Okay, notice you can, once you copy this rectangle, you can resize it to be as tall or as small, just like I did for your slides. So you are completing, just to review, you are completing slides 5, 6, and 7 today. So 5 is the sentence stems. 6 is where you're going to write your events. There are some examples up here. You're going to write your events, the age you were when that event occurred, and then you're going to rank them, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. And then once you have done that ranking, then you're going to create a graph to show the difference, to show the ranks. So my age 6 event, I ranked a 7. My age 4 event, I ranked a 2. You can change the colors if your little heart desires, but you don't have to. You can just make it all green. To change the color, you would click on, just to show you, because I know some of you are going to want to do it, you click on it until you get the blue boxes all around it, and then you just go up here to where it says fill color, and then you change the color of your choice. So that would be how you would change the color. If anybody has any questions, please message me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.